moved all over the place for our 13 years of marriage for my work. We have tried multiple different churches throughout the years and haven't had really any great success, haven't been able to put roots down anywhere. And this was the first church we came across. Laurel actually found it and saw there was a lot of good things going on. And immediately from day one, we just fell in love with it. Fell in love with Pastor Aaron, with the leadership, and the congregation as a whole. Just made us feel really welcome. Laurel, at that point in time, I don't want to hog the conversation, but
praying that I needed some Jesus in my life.
You needed some Jesus. You needed some Jesus.
I think for me, before I was absolutely a skeptic, and I was lost and wasn't sure what my driving, underlying belief and faith was. And one of the first couple services that we went to, I remember, I'll never forget, Pastor Aaron talking about driving the bus or driving the car, and Jesus is driving the car, and all you have to do is ride along and let him, show you the way. I had a great family. I had a loving family. I had a great job, very successful in my career and my family, and it just felt like I was still missing something. Like it was hard to be happy for me, even though everything else was going as good as it possibly could. And I consistently, for the past 30 plus years, tried to drive the car myself and not give my faith over, to just trust in him, and that he knew what was best for me.
I've been praying for him to find that relationship with God that he had been missing out on. And so whenever we found Lake Forest, it was a huge blessing for us and him to finally have that relationship. And I think too, over the years of trying to find a church and not finding the right church, and I don't think he was ready, and obviously we hadn't found the right church, and it was almost like a weight had been lifted off of me, and so excited for him to start that journey.
Harper kind of came to me and said she had went to a Bible camp at another family church for a week long, and she was saved, and she was really interested in wanting to get baptized. And so we both were baptized here, and it was extremely special, a huge moment for both of us.
I couldn't have hoped for anything more, and I'm so glad that it was here, that that this church brought them to that decision, that helped them get there to that point.
How has your faith grown being a part of the church?
Well, it was very exciting because all the people that go here and that have been experienced here for a long time, then it's been my most favorite. It was amazing, because he never been baptized, because he's a grown up, and I was like, wow. I thought I was gonna be the only one on stage when I figured out that he was gonna be baptized with me, and it just made me wild, like crazy, because he's a grown up. He's 39 years old.
Thanks, Harvey.
When we found Lake Forest, it just kind of lit that fire that we'd kind of lost, or that I know that I had kind of lost. And so it was like a new love, a new relationship with God that I had been missing for a long time. So it was huge. That's why we love Lake Forest so much.
For me, just from my point of view, our involvement with serving and volunteering and meeting a lot of different people, a lot of different walks of life, a lot of different personalities. Not having that before was something that I didn't realize that I needed, or that our family needed. But it's now that we've been here 2 years, and we see these same faces over the last 2 years, and the relationships that we're able to build and grow and foster. It's absolutely something that we needed in our lives, and are blessed and thankful to have it, for sure.